Hey Facebook friends, welcome to Hanging at Heckrot. My name is Miss Andrea, and today we're going to be talking about snow and how it helps the wildlife when the temperatures get cold. Why is snow important? Well, we're going to do a little science experiment talking about how snow insulates these plants and animals. We're going to take some water bottles and we're going to put them on the top of the snow and then underneath the snow to see how well that snow insulates. Join me. We have 3 water bottles, and they just have water in them and a thermometer. These 3 were actually inside, so they're about 72 degrees room temperature water to start with. So this one over here I put on the snow. So like a deer sleeps on the snow, they make a little deer bed. We're going to see how well that insulates them. And this one over here says in the open, so this is just open air sitting in a tree here. And our last one, we're going to dig a hole in the snow and do underneath. So snow is made up of a lot of air and ice crystals, so that trapped air is what helps insulate it. So our rodents live under the snow, so we're going to see how well this helps insulate them. So we're going to put the water bottle and we're going to bury it under the snow like this. So I marked it so I know exactly where it is. So then we're going to come back in a few hours and take the temperature to see which one, the one in the open air, the one under the snow, or the one on top of the snow, is going to be the warmest. So what do you guys think? Can you make a guess or on which one you think? Stay tuned. So it's been 3 hours since we buried and put our water bottles out here. So I'm going to gather them and we're going to take a closer look at the temperature inside them. All right, guys. So I have our 3 water bottles that I brought in really quickly so we can record the temperatures. So this is going to be super rad. So the first thing I notice is the ice is different in each one. So this one was the one that was in the open on the tree, and you can see it's frozen. It's got a good amount of ice in it. This one was on top of the snow. It has a little bit of ice. So you see that floating. And then this one was under the snow, and it's not frozen at all. So that's really cool. So now we're gonna take the thermometers out and see the temperature of each one. Okay, so let's look at the temperature. I cannot get the one out of the frozen water bottle, but it looks like it's down to 20 degrees. And this was the one on top of the snow, and it's at 30. And this was the one buried in the snow. And hold on, there it is, 40 degrees. So it's definitely warmer being buried in the snow. Not that I recommend it, but the animals that use the snow as a cover or an insulator, such as your rodents who tunnel underneath it, stay warm because of that snow. And that's why snow is so important. It also protects the plants, the roots of the plants, any hibernating animals out there. It gives that insulation blanket. So that's why the snow that we just got was so important to the wildlife, especially next week when the weather gets super cold. Something that you guys can do on your own is this little fun experiment. Thanks for joining me and have a good weekend.